Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for the Scraproom to share with you this single photo layout created with the December Flavors of the Month kit, and I am using the Carta Christmas Flora. So you get 3 pieces of pattern paper with the main kit, and these are the pieces that I am showing you here. And you can see I have used the digital cut file. And then you get 2 pieces of cardstock, and so I'm showing you that. And then if you have the add-ons, these are the paper pattern paper add-on pieces. Subscribers also get an exclusive digital cut file, so those are the 2 pieces of pattern paper. And then this is the ephemera that comes in the embellishment kit add-on. So they are just a half a package of that. So I have cut the digital cut file from the cardstock, and I'm just using my liquid adhesive to adhere that, and I am sparing you the agony of watching the long, laborious process of applying that. Then I'm going to also put it on the front, and I've cut out the same file from pink, and I'm going to apply that to the front because I've done the bow in red and then backed that with pink, and I put that on top just for some layering and some dimension. So originally I thought I was going to put that on this sort of sweater stitched background, but it's too busy for me. I like my white backgrounds, and so I'm going to use that to frame the photo. So I have a very thin white border, and then I'm going to just back that with another thin layer. I thought maybe I would layer it up and put lots of layers behind, but I like the simplicity of this because it is a pretty busy photo. So this photo ends up being the photo that I used for our Christmas card, taken with the intent of it being for our Christmas card, and so that is what I'm scrapping here. So using the digital cut file, and then I went to town with fussy cutting from one of the pieces of pattern paper. I also did fussy cut, actually that's not true. I fussy cut from 2 of the pieces of pattern paper. So you have these giant florals on 2 of them. One is sort of on a minty color, the other is on more of a gray black color. So I went with the mint color, and then you can see those smaller greenery bits and flowers to the bottom of my stack there, and so those are also fussy cut from another one of the pieces of pattern paper, and I will incorporate that in. The tone on tone pattern paper, it's a plaid I believe, is what I backed the greenery with in the cut file, and then the red is also, so it's all the pattern papers from the page. I just am not using them as is per se. I have amended them in some way, shape, or form. So I like the wreath that I have formed with these flowers, and I'm going to now adhere them down, which of course it's me. It involves some rearranging because, you know, why would I go with a perfectly good layout that I spent a long time arranging? So going to put them straight down on the page, as well as pop a few of them up for a little bit of dimension to give some shadow and a little bit more of a 3D effect to that wreath there. I could have probably just gone with maybe doubling or tripling up the digital cut file, but I really liked these poinsettias and the roses because the poinsettias are in the photo, and so it draws on the colors and enhances the photo that way. And so that is going to be the main wreath. And then you can see on the left-hand side, there's some smaller greenery and flowers, and I'm going to incorporate those just for a little bit of the finer detail. They are more the size of us, the subjects of the photo, and so it brings your eye down to a finer level of detail. And so I will incorporate that into the page as well once I finish shuffling all the flowers and find the perfect arrangement. So just trying to get a nice mix and balance of red, pink, and white throughout the circle there. Looking at it now, I wish that my original plan had been that I was going to take some red sequins and put them over the holly berries in the bottom of the wreath here. And I think I might go in and do that after the fact because it is pretty strongly green and it does need a little bit of red to break it, or pink. So maybe a mix of the red and the pink sequins that I will cover over the berries that are very green and very monotone as it melds into. There's not a lot of distinction in that wreath there. So I think that by using the sequence, I'll be able to pop that a little bit more. But it's actually, it looks like a very simple layout, but it is honestly pretty labor intensive as far as all of the fussy cutting goes. And even backing a digital cut file, because I did the bow separate, because I wanted the bow itself to be cut out of red and not all in that same uniform green, there's much more work that went on behind the scenes than you see here in this process video. So see how those little bits of green just add a lot more color to the page, and again, that finer detail that just kind of takes the layout and kicks it up a notch. So I'm going to use these banners, or there's 2 banners, and put those at the top, hanging off the top of the wreath. I also, with the letter stickers, there's the word joyful, and you'll see all the others designers used the full word. I just went with joy because I thought joyful was too much and covered up too much of my layout, and I really liked joy just as a simple title through the page there. So one of these word phrases I'm going to notch to create a thinner banner just for a little bit of variety up the top there. I like the red that pulls that plaid banner together. And yeah, doesn't that look good? It just fills that white space there. I could have journaled in there, but I really don't have a lot to say other than this is our Christmas card picture. I could just tell the story of how that came to be, but I know I'm going to put this in a December daily, and I will likely end up telling the story of how that photo came to be in my December daily with the Christmas card as well. So this photo will be scrapped twice, once as a photo itself, and probably is more appropriate to tell the story of how it came to be there, but and I could still do that and just journal off on one of the sides there. So I will add joy. You'll see that here in the close-ups. And then that is it. So this is for the Scrap Room, which is a kit club. There are also one-offs available, so be sure to check out the website for details for that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. Thanks for stopping in today. Come back again soon. Take care.